All right, everybody, welcome back to the Growers Podcast. I am Samuel Bethel,
I'm Lucas Baker.
and we are here today to talk to you about poison ivy. So I don't know if you guys have ever brushed your skin against the leaf of a poison ivy plant, but it's one of the true tortures of this existence. It's one of the truly the worst things imaginable, and we need to get to the bottom of it. So today we're going to teach you how to identify poison ivy and how to cure it. We'll get into some other stuff along the way, but that's the most two important things: how to identify it so you don't touch it, and if you do touch it, how to treat it and how to get rid of it, because it can last for weeks. And we wanted to talk about this subject because, all right, so as I was saying before the phone got on fire and burned to smithereens.
Is it 100 degrees today?
It's probably 100 degrees. We're here in Texas, so we're doing our best, but it's extremely hot. But the two most important things we'd like to touch on are how to identify poison ivy and how to cure or treat poison ivy, because it's a terrible, terrible thing and a scourge upon our land, as I was saying. You just brush up against it and you're in for a world of pain. You're in for a world of hurt, They say about 20% of people are not allergic or not susceptible to it at all, but then it's a spectrum. For me, I did get some when I was home in New England, and it went away within a few days. But some of my friends, they'll get it and it will stay for weeks, and it gets into your clothes, and it's hard to get rid of it, and so you can reinfect yourself over and over again. And it's just a terrible, terrible thing. And fortunately we don't have it that badly here in Texas, but up in Massachusetts and in New England, the forests, you can't go off the trail. You can't even go off the trail if you're going on a hike, because it's just all poison ivy as far as you can see. And it's vines. It grows like a vine climbing up the tree. So it's maybe the number one worst plant of all. I can't think of a single worse plant than poison ivy. Can you? I can't. I mean, I was thinking maybe that ricin stuff that they used in Breaking Bad, but it's not quite
marijuana.
Lucas, how dare you? That's the only thing that's keeping me going. Man, why did you say that? That's terrible. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. Let's get right to the heart of the matter: how to identify poison ivy. So, I tried to show this to you recently. You didn't even know what you were talking about. People around here in Texas, man, why are they so dumb?
Well, we're at the western edge of its range, so I actually didn't even see one in my entire life up until like a year ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, what a blessed life you must have.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is literally this county. Like, I live on the western half of the county where it just doesn't grow. Like, there isn't any of it over there. There's some in Austin because it's like right on the edge of the hill country.
It literally doesn't even go to where your house is.
Yeah, it doesn't make it to where I live. It goes a little bit into the hill country, so I bet it grows around here because this is right on the edge. But like once you get a little bit further into the hill country, it disappears.
Wow, that's incredible. So that's why it is good to live in Texas in the hill country. It's a beautiful place, and if you can manage to not be swept away into the river when they do that cloud seeding, when the tech startups start their cloud seeding operations, and then there's a giant flood that kills all the children. As long as that doesn't happen to you, the hill country is a good place to live. But anyway, the point is how to identify poison ivy. It's always 3 leaves that come off together.
3 leaflets.
3 leaflets. Maybe you should describe it, Lucas. You know the terms.
Barely.
You're more learned than me.
It's got 3 leaflets, and so it's got one little stalk here, and it's got 3 leaflets on it, but it's not 3 leaves. It has 1 leaf stalk. I don't know the technical name for it, but then they go to the main stalk of the plant, right, where it doesn't have them opposite like this, splitting off on both sides.
The branch is staggered.
And so that's how you separate it from like box elder or some other plant that looks kind of similar.
Right. But the key, what I was taught as a kid, is that there will be the 3 leaflets, and they say, what's it called? What's the phrase? Leaf of 3, let it be. That's the term we would always hear growing up. But what I really found was the key is that each of the leaflets will have a clear line down the middle, and it will be asymmetrical. On either side of the line down the middle, the leaf will be like that or whatever. It's never totally symmetrical. If it's totally symmetrical, then it's likely a true ivy, which poison ivy is not. And it will also be not serrated. It may be jagged along the edge, but it won't be serrated like a maple or some oak or something. Or actually, does the oak have serrated leaves? Some of them do.
Some of them.
But it won't be serrated, but it might be close to serrated, but not so much. So that's how you can tell if it's poison ivy. And that's if you're in America, all right? If you're in, the most goated of all the lands in the earth, then that's what it will look like. And there is a type of poison ivy that grows in Asia. And then there are other plants that contain the compound urushiol, which is the compound that causes the dermatitis, urushiol-induced dermatitis. And
Contact dermatitis.
There's like an Asian one. There's one in Africa that they just call African poison ivy, although it's in a totally different family, totally different genus. And there's some tree in South America that has similar properties. And they say in South America that if you don't want to be infected by the sap and you don't want to, have the dermatitis, have this tree fuck with you, whenever you see the plant, you must salute it like a soldier. And if you just salute the plant, then it won't infect you.
Is it the manchineel tree?
Could be.
Manchineel tree?
I think it was something like that, yeah.
It gets like 12 yards or 12 meters tall or 4 stories. It's like a pretty tree. It grows in like beaches or in mangrove swamps. It's got these like nice, just these pretty like broad, glossy green leaves.
Yeah.
And it has these little apple looking fruits on it that apparently taste pretty good. But if you eat it, you might die. And it causes your whole throat to like basically melt.
That is, unless you salute the tree, then it won't affect you. Even eat to your heart's content.
Apparently, people were killed by like tying people to the tree and then letting it rain.
Oh my God, that's a terrible torture.
Apparently, they did that to one of the Spanish conquistadors in Florida.
Wow,
so
that's terrible. But on that subject, I did think of another torture method you could use with poison ivy, because one thing I read, and this is very important. If you're clearing out poison ivy from your yard, never burn it. Yeah. Because if you burn it and inhale the smoke, the same effect that it has on your skin, it will have on the inside of your lungs. And that can be fatal.
Yeah, they said to do the same thing with the manchineel tree, because the manchineel tree, it'll also burn your eyes and your mouth and your throat and everything.
Yeah. So don't do that if you're clearing out your yard and stuff. But, if you have some enemies, you could maybe... Or, we shouldn't get into this on YouTube, but, could be used in a different way.
Did you hear about that, how Grok had been asked, what they should, there was this guy getting bullied online.
Uh-huh.
And so this guy, in his comments, was like, hey, Grok, how should I, kidnap this guy? Kidnap him. And then Grok gave him a step-by-step guide.
Lucas, that's sick. I never knew of this attraction you had for Elon Musk.
I have the opposite of attraction for Elon Musk.
Oh, okay. Good to know. That's a big relief. Stop that. Anyway. So, the family is called Toxicodendron. The genus that has poison ivy within it. Toxicodendron. So it's a terrible, 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 terrible.
Isn't that Latin for the exact same thing as the English, which is poison ivy? Isn't that just like poison vine? Toxicodendron?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Or the poison tree. I was wondering if dendron means tree or vine, because I saw people saying it means tree, but then philodendron is a vine.
And rhododendron is a tree.
Rhododendron is a tree.
And if you think about like other things with dendron in it, like dendrites are like the branching structures like on your neurons. And so maybe it means branching. Branching poison?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Poison branches?
I just got bit by some weird bug. I felt it and then I saw something go off.
Probably just a dung beetle.
Dung beetle?
Yeah.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, I've been seeing stink bugs out here, dude.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. We need to get out of this wasteland.
No, this is a well, it is actually a little
For
bit
the
of a wasteland,
summertime,
but-
I need to get a summer retreat.
Well, yeah, you could move to Japan, man. You could move to Hokkaido.
Oh, I was considering moving to Shibuya. Or perhaps, fuck, what's it called? What's the southernmost island of Japan?
Okinawa? No.
I think it might be.
Battle of Okinawa?
I think it might be. It seemed like a nice land. I saw Anthony Bourdain go there.
Okinawa is where we've got the military base, and it's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they like go on like summer vacation in Japan to go swimming and stuff. I
Yes,
think.
yeah, I'd like to visit there for sure. It seemed like a beautiful land out there, so I may perhaps move there. But let's
It looks pretty cool in anime.
Oh,
That's all I know.
ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? And one thing of note is another. So the Toxicodendron genus is within the family of cashews and pistachios, and also in that family is the mango. So if anyone is very hypersensitive to poison ivy, you should also avoid mango. Because even if you're not noticing an effect, it's probably causing extreme inflammation every time you eat it. So that's something to note. If you are very sensitive to poison ivy, do not eat mango.
Oh yeah, I heard something about that. Something to do with the mango skin specifically.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't write it down because I didn't think it was relevant. But
Yeah.
now you're saying something.
It can
might
have,
be.
it can, I just read that it can have, a minor effect, not to the extent of like getting blisters and.
Might give you acne.
Perhaps, yeah.
Might
Perhaps.
might give you brain fog.
Yeah, it could. It might give you arthritis.
Might give you diarrhea.
Might give you diabetes.
Might give you glaucoma.
Might give you COVID.
yeah, maybe.
Perhaps it won't. Though.
I don't really know if I believe in. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I think you're allowed to say that
Strike
on YouTube.
that from
now.
the record.
I think you're allowed to say that on YouTube.
Oh
now.
my goodness, I don't think so. Anyway, let's see. So, let's get into a bit of the history, which is, I don't know if you noticed this or you read about this. Poison ivy was first documented in 1624 by John Smith, the famed explorer. It truly was. John Smith, who helped to establish Jamestown, the first permanent colony in America, the first permanent English colony, we should say, Jamestown, in 1607. And then he mapped the coast of New England, the promised land. New England? Fuck Texas, guys. New England is the best part of the whole earth. By far.
Your ancestors aren't even from New England.
I don't want to get too fired up here, guys. I don't want to get too emotional, but Massachusetts, best state, in the best country, in the best earth, in the best galaxy, in the best... Ugh. I'm sorry I'm getting emotional here, but...
You're like one of those Indians who's raised by like one of those like American Indians who's raised by like a white family and thinks he's white.
Go on.
That's you.
What do you mean?
You're not even we're of the same race.
No, you're not.
Yeah, aren't your ancestors from Missouri?
No.
I thought you said your ancestors were from.
No, they came from Zeta Reticuli.
Oh my gosh. Well, the Missourians.
No, they're not from Missouri, though. I mean, my relatives all live there now.
Where are they from?
But they were from... I don't know, Lucas. I don't know. I can't really afford to look into this stuff. And like I told you, or maybe I was telling someone else, when I tried to look on the Ancestry.com, I came upon some distressing news. Maybe I didn't tell you this, but I think my grandmother has died. It says on Ancestry.com that she's deceased.
And you didn't know?
Yeah.
Nobody told you?
I don't think anyone would tell me, given the situation.
What's the situation?
I don't want to get into it here, but I think she's dead.
That sucks.
And no one in the family told me. For like a year or two.
That's crazy.
But I'm not sure about that. It could be an error, but so anyway, I tried to look into my ancestry. I saw that and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna look into this any further. Let me check that the thing's still running.
Hey, look at this guy. Oh no, he's gone.
Yeah, I saw it. That was the real reason why I got up, to be honest with you. I didn't want to be stricken down by the good Lord.
Well, people from the Upper South and Texans, we're the same race. We are all Anglo-Southerners of the Upper South.
Yeah, but I don't believe in that. That's what I was saying. I am from Massachusetts and I'm American. My race is American. My ethnicity is American. My religion is American. You know, I have no connection to my ancestors, including even my own parents. My grandparents, even the closest link.
I don't really think that's up to you, man.
It is. Because my soul came here directly from a faraway land, let's say.
Zeta Reticuli.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it, but, you know, like as I've said, this is a photorealistic picture of my uncle.
Come from a cartoon planet.
Yeah, I come from a cartoon, and I do have a friend who's a quarter cartoon, actually. His grandfather was a cartoon. So it's possible. It can happen.
You think we get reborn into anime?
Could be. Yeah, could be. It could be anything.
You know, the most disappointing thing about becoming a Christian is that I actually learned what heaven is going to be like, and it's not anime.
How do you know? Who
Because
told you that?
it says so in the Bible. It tells you what what heaven's
I
going to
think
look
you
like.
misinterpreted the Bible.
And it's not anime.
No, I think it is. You misinterpreted.
No, man, it's like clear in black and white. It's not anime.
Lucas, you bibed out recently, dog.
What?
You bibed out recently.
What does bibed out mean?
It means all you care about is the Bible.
Oh,
You
yeah.
lost your own agency.
No, I've got more agency than I've ever had before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, because it's because I've realized what agency I actually do have. And so here's the thing is like the Bible doesn't say that you don't have any agency. It says that God has all of the agency, right? So you still have agency. It's just like under his umbrella, and realizing that allows you to actually work within that framework. If you don't realize that framework, then you can't. I mean, if you don't realize that is true, then you can't really function like at like peak performance. I mean, this is a really like secular argument to make, but I mean, it's kind of true.
So where does this God of yours fit into the simulation that we live in? He created it?
I mean, yeah, you could say that.
Oh, okay.
You could say that.
All right, I'm intrigued, Lucas. I'll be attending church with you very soon. For real, I will be attending soon. I'd like to take it in. So, after it was first documented by John Smith, poison ivy. We got to get back on track here, Lucas. You're always going on these rants, and that's why I say you vibed out, dog. But after it was discovered, there was much discussion of if there could be any medicinal property. And they were sending it back to Europe. They were sending seeds back. So I think like the only area that there was no similar plant that had the urushiol compound was Europe. They didn't have anything native to there. So these idiots, they got it from America and sent it back. And so in like, the 18th century, they're growing it in like greenhouses and stuff in France. And there was some debate over any medicinal use for it, which now it seems there's a consensus that there's not. But I read one interesting thing, which is someone was saying that if you have like existing skin ailments, if you contaminate yourself with poison ivy, that sometimes it can heal existing issues.
That's
once it
interesting.
heals, like you're still going to get poison ivy, it's going to suck, but then once it all heals, it can heal pre-existing skin conditions.
That sounds similar to like the idea of like bee stings, like treating arthritis.
Yeah, or just, this is something I've noticed in general, is that you can sometimes push into pain or like into a territory of like, it seems like you're harming your body, but you're actually healing it. Because I had this issue where my knees were really messed up because I was training to run a marathon, and I did run a marathon. I don't know if I ever told you that.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, it's fucking motherfucker. But so I was training to run a marathon, and my knees were getting more and more fucked up over the months, and it was reaching this point where I couldn't run. Like, I would run 2 miles, and then I couldn't run any further. It was so painful, and it was reaching the winter. You know, I told all my friends I was going to run a marathon, so I had to do it. And I didn't want to run a marathon in the winter, and I was living in Chicago. I didn't want to run, so it was like, it was November. It was like, all right, this is an unseasonably warm day, and I was like, I got to run the marathon today. And I just figured, you know what, my knees, I'm going to run the marathon, and afterwards, my knees are either going to be cured or they're going to be permanently destroyed. And so I started running. After like 2 or 3 miles, I reached the point of pain where I would normally always stop because I couldn't, like, each bend in my knee was like the worst pain imaginable. After 2 or 3 miles, I reached that point, and I'm getting fired up today, Lucas. I ran another 23 miles. I completed the marathon, and it was the worst pain of my entire life. The next day, I woke up and my knee problems was cured. Somehow there was such extreme inflammation in my knees that I've never had knee pain since. Like, I would run like 2 miles and it would be so painful, and I would feel it all the time. Even when not running, I'd feel it just in a minor way. And I've never had knee pain since. It cured it. So I think sometimes you have like extreme inflammation in one area. Once it recedes, it cures like pre-existing conditions. So I think that's what's going on with poison ivy. And, you know, maybe we should get back to our old ways. Using leeches in medical practice. Using poison ivy to cure yourself of skin ailments.
I've been thinking about trying bloodletting.
Let me get my knife. We'll go
We
right
need
now.
No, we need something to collect it in.
Ah, shit. All right, well, tune in next week, guys, where I'll be stabbing Lucas and watching him bleed out on the forest floor. So that'll be something. That will be something, all right. But, you know, maybe we need to get into that. And also, I don't know if this is unrelated. We'll get back to poison ivy. It's not unrelated, but we're going on a tangent here. Have you ever heard of people having severe mental illness cured by extremely high fevers?
No.
It's a medical phenomenon that's been documented.
I've heard of it being cured through beatings.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily beatings, but, you know, people like getting knocked out, like hitting their head on the pavement really hard and getting knocked out, or getting choked out.
I've heard of that also causing mental illness.
Yeah, or getting punched in the head really hard.
Interesting. Well, to my dog, Peter, if you watch this, I'm coming for you, dog.
Joe Rogan talks about
I'm gonna
that.
beat you down.
Joe Rogan talks about, like, I think he has like a buddy or something that was, his depression was cured by getting knocked out at like a bar or something.
Interesting. Well, I've heard a few stories of people of schizophrenia or extreme bipolar disorder being cured by someone getting a fever to the point where it's like you're about to die. It's like you have to get to the point where you're almost dead, and like you might die, you might not, but if you survive, you could be cured.
It probably like floods your brain with some sort of like chemical or something that allows it to reroute like some signals or something.
Something crazy.
Probably something similar to like psilocybin or something, right?
Maybe perhaps it's a similar effect on the brain.
I mean, it would have to have like a similar effect. I don't know if the chemical would be similar or not, or what's going on there, but the effect would have to be, because I would literally have to rewrite like some of the code in your head.
Yeah.
In order to cure something like that.
So anyway, I don't know about all that, but the point is, if you have some eczema, try rubbing some poison ivy on, and you might just be cured. Or you might be in for months of agony. Either way, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if you can give medical advice on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Don't look into it and ask your doctor about it, I guess. Or don't.
Yeah, ask a doctor. Yeah, I'm sure they'll give you some good knowledge.
Because they know everything.
So, let's get into the most important part here, what we've all been waiting for, how to cure and treat poison ivy. So an interesting thing that I saw is that the jewel weed, which will grow near poison ivy, can allegedly be used to treat poison ivy. And jewel weed, it is in the family of Balsaminaceae, which are called impatiens in America. And in the UK, if you're in the UK, there's a popular plant called the policeman's helmet. So if you're aware of that plant, you can use it to treat poison ivy, allegedly. Because I've heard a lot of people say this, that it works. Online, everything I read says it definitely doesn't work.
Yeah, I heard people say that it treats it too. I heard people say that like a homeopathy or whatever, where you put like a drop of something in water, and then you dilute a drop of that water into another thing of water, and then another thing of water. I've heard that some people say that if you leave enough of it in there to where it's still like an active amount, that can prevent you from getting
Really?
hurt. Yeah, it's like a vaccine.
You have to use it preemptively.
Yeah, you're like inoculating yourself against the allergy, because it's really just an allergy. It's not actually toxic. It's just like your body overreacts to it.
It's like an antihistamine response or something like that, or histamine
something.
Look, we are
doctors.
We are doctors. We are scientists, but our knowledge only goes so far. But for me,
we're folk doctors.
Teknu, Teknu. And
in German, "u" is actually a letter.
All right, for all the German fans out there, that's for you, boys. But anyway, Teknu. There's a product called Teknu. This is the most effective thing I've found ever in my life that treats poison ivy. It's like a soap, but I don't know. It's some magical stuff. You can use it. You can just put it on and wash it off, and it will rinse off all the your God damn. Lucas, what's the easiest language to speak on the earth? Is English the easiest? Or is it hard?
That's such a weird question.
I just can barely speak English. I'm thinking of transitioning into a different language.
I don't think any other language will be easier for you to speak as somebody who already speaks English.
You're right.
I don't think any of them will be. Because they all have sounds that don't exist in English.
Yeah, you're right. Well, anyway, that's the cure. Give yourself eat some impatiens. Just eat the flowers if you're going out in the forest. And then if you do get poison ivy, use the Teknu brand soap. And you can also wash your clothes with the Teknu.
Or think about doing those things.
Yes.
Because we can't tell them to do it, I don't think. I think YouTube will get mad. And they're going to demonetize and derank your video, and it's going to get real. I wouldn't want to. I don't want to be so freaking gay and have to say, learn about it. I mean, I guess that's what we have to do. We have to be gay.
Anyway, these are a way to alleviate your symptoms if you have poison ivy. And that's that, That's really the heart of the matter. We're not giving medical advice here by any means. Just if we're giving gardening advice. This is about plants, Lucas.
Except you should invest in Dell.
Dell computer.
Yeah. So we are giving financial advice.
Yes, financial advice.
Yeah. I guarantee you if you invest in Dell, you won't lose your money.
Yeah, I guarantee if you invest in Ethereum, you won't lose your money.
Okay.
And that's the Houseplant Help Growers podcast guarantee.
I don't think you can say that.
And I also guarantee that if you send your money directly to us, it would be a wise investment for you. Because we will return your profits
to the podcast.
To ourselves. So, that's about that. And, one other thing to note is that the urushiol, I don't know if I'm even saying that, guys. As I've touched upon, I can barely speak English, but it remains active for years.
Yeah.
So if you've like ripped out the plants and there's leaves from the year before, you can get it. If it gets on like some clothes or a blanket or something, you can get it again like 2 years later from touching that. So if you have poison ivy, if you do get exposed to it, you want to wash your clothes many times, and you want to wash yourself down many times, and really make sure you get rid of it all, and don't touch even dead poison ivy, because this devil juice, the devil juice within the plant is yeah, it can get you even years later. So me no drink that devil juice, man. Yeah, man.
Me no drink that devil juice, man. You know there are white people that live in Jamaica and they speak like that too?
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, they've got whites down there. I don't know if anybody else knows that. They've got whites. They've got native whites.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, so it's like most of them moved to like the south.
Yeah, the Hanks family.
The Hanks family.
Tom Hanks.
They're from Jamaica.
I assume Chet Hanks. He speaks with a Jamaican accent. I assumed he's from Jamaica.
Chet?
Yeah, Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. He made the hit song "White Boy Summer" about 3 years ago.
What? Where was I?
Okay, you missed this whole thing. But Tom Hanks, one of his sons, speaks with a Jamaican accent.
Really?
But he was born actually and raised in Los Angeles. But he's gone insane. His name is Chet Hanks, and he released a song called "White Boy Summer" a few years back.
That's great. Is he white?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I was trying to make a joke, but Lucas is so on with the times that you can't make a joke to Lucas. He won't understand it, and if he tries to make a joke, you won't understand it.
If
So
you made a
see what
joke
I'm
about the
dealing with?
Crusades,
You
then
guys see what I'm dealing with here, guys? God damn.
the thing is, I see jokes all the time that I
Maroon.
understand. What? I see jokes all the time that I understand. It's great. Except they're all on X or Twitter. They're all on X, and they mostly have to do with either the Crusades or certain groups of people. So
Yeah, I bet they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Anyway.
But anyways, I mean, guys, poison ivy, comment your opinions. Is it the worst plant of all time?
No.
Because I think it is. I say it is. And we haven't even touched upon poison oak, poison sumac. You know, these are all variations of the same thing, but, you know, I've never even seen these poison sumacs and oaks. I don't know where you got to live to don't get me started on where those things are growing. But
What about this
hang
mansioner
around here.
tree?
Huh?
What about this mansionelle tree?
We talked about it, Lucas.
Yeah,
You
but
salute it
isn't that?
like a soldier.
I don't know if that works, man. It's not
It
like a
does.
magic spell.
And it said you have to say the opposite time. You salute it, and if you're in the middle of the night, you say, "Good day, tree." And if you're in the middle of the day, you say, "Good night, tree," and you salute it. So I don't know why that is, but
You say it in English? You have to say it in Spanish.
You have to say it in Portuguese, actually.
What if you're in Florida?
Then you gotta say it in. Then you say, "Oh man, oh shucks, we're going." What? I couldn't think of what a
Maybe you
Florida
say,
accent was like.
Have a good one.
Man,
Have
we're
a good
going to
one.
catch some
That's not
gators.
That's not a deep South
We're
accent.
going to catch us some gators.
We're going to catch us some gators.
Y'all just stay right there, tree.
We're going to catch us some gators.
Yeah, we're going to get some gator meat and make some nuggets in the deep fry.
We're going to make some gator nuggets. I can't do a deep South accent, man. That's a hard.
I did eat some alligator nuggets though one time.
I had an alligator schnitzel.
Really?
I don't actually know if it was called a schnitzel. It might have been called chicken fried alligator, but yeah, they have it over in Oak Hill.
What's that?
It's a neighborhood or a town or part of Austin.
I'd like to visit there. Because I don't know if I think I have touched upon it here, but I'd like to eat every animal of the earth.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So the thing I don't really want to eat is a monarch butterfly.
Yeah.
But
I do want to eat the bugs though.
we're gonna deep fry some monarchs soon and bread them, fry them.
You know, there's a famous quote from Nietzsche. I can pull that out here.
Is that the correct pronunciation or what?
Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Let me see. Ich habe ein Zitat von Nietzsche. Yeah, Nietzsche. It's basically the same.
Oh my God, Lucas.
What?
I don't know why you don't just be happy with the culture you've been born upon.
I am happy with it. I love it more than anything else in the world.
Yeah, but you gotta go over there with those dirty
They're not.
dicks.
They're not dirty and they're not mean. They're
All right, we're gonna
nice.
cut that part out because I should have said that. Yeah.
You shouldn't have said the mean things about Europeans. If you kill a cockroach, you are a hero. If you kill a butterfly, you are bad. Morality has aesthetic standards. Friedrich Nietzsche.
It's true. And I've heard the greatest philosopher of our time, Unc, Big Joe Rogan. He said the same thing about cockroaches and crickets. He was saying to his daughter, why he noticed that his daughter would scream running away if she saw a cockroach, but see a cricket, she's like, oh, doesn't even care. It's the same thing. And man, I'm not looking forward to eating a cockroach.
I'm not going to eat a cockroach.
We have to.
I want to eat every
I really don't want to, though, guys.
animal. I don't want to eat every bug. I want to eat every
All right,
animal.
you know what? That's a good rule because
and
I
some
don't
of the
want to eat one of
bugs.
those red wasps either or whatever.
I don't want to eat any of the creepy crawlies, the ones that bug me out, the ones that suss me out. How do the kids say it? That squeeze me out.
What?
Is that what the kids what do they say?
I don't know.
That ick me, that they ick me. I don't like the ones that ick me.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, anyways, but soon we should eat a rattlesnake, an alligator.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A bat, a dirty old bat from the wet market.
Maybe not a dirty old one, but like a clean new one. I'd eat a clean new bat.
You know what? I got that wrong. You're right. We'll eat a clean new one.
We've got
Not
bats
dirty
here.
old,
We can probably
clean
catch
new.
one, honestly.
Let's go under the bridge with a shotgun.
Oh yeah, dude.
Just
No.
start shooting them and eating them.
Yeah, and dude, we've
Is
got
that
open
illegal?
carry. No, I mean, well, it's probably illegal to shoot the gun in Austin, but we
Oh,
have open
yeah.
carry in Austin, which means actually it's probably pretty dangerous to shoot up at a basically a stone wall while we're like stationary in a boat.
It would be funny though.
Like we would be guaranteeing like ricochet, we would die. I mean, we wouldn't die, but it would hurt a lot.
Yeah. You know what? I
Like-
don't want to get any of that wad of bird shot up within my body. So.
But we could probably like snipe them on their way out. Have somebody waiting in the water with a net.
Yeah.
Just use it like a pellet gun.
All right. So catch us next week. We're going to be eating bats from under the bridge. And then afterwards I'll be slicing Lucas with my blade and seeing if we can cure his autism. Or seeing what we will cure it for sure. We're going to see at what amount of blood loss does autism become cured, and then we'll let you know, and then you can do it to your family and loved ones. And then pretty soon, shout out to RFK Jr., pretty soon we're Make America Healthy Again, we're taking it on ourselves.
Oh,
What
yeah.
the hell has he been doing? I haven't seen him stab a single person on the television.
Dude, when's RFK going to make it legal to bloodlet?
Yeah.
Like,
I thought he was making America healthy again.
I don't think bloodletting, I don't think is strong enough to cure what I have. I think like I mentioned in the car, I think I need 20 grams of
Me
psilocybin
too.
mushrooms.
And I've started taking mushrooms right before I fall asleep.
That's so weird.
Because I heard about it from Unc Stamets.
Are you trying to have like sex dreams or something?
No, I'm trying to cure my mental illness that plagues me every day.
Stamets said that that's good.
Yeah.
What did he say about it
It's
specifically?
just very, like, your brain's already in such a calm mode that it's somehow, like, it's extra healing. I don't know. I don't think there's much research on it. It's a new trend, but I've been doing it, and it does give you insane dreams. When this one dream I had, I was captured by a serial killer, and then I was in all this group of people where we're all, like, competing to not die. It was like I was in Saw. You ever seen the movie Saw?
Yeah, I have.
It's the number one worst movie of all time. Number one worst plant of all time, Poison Ivy. Number one worst movie of all time, Saw 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 8 and 9, 12. Number one...
Not 7? Is 7 good?
Saw 7. A classic film of our time. No, I don't know. I don't know how many there are, but I'm just saying, I have no idea what I'm just saying. I have no idea what I'm even talking about.
Maybe we could
This is why I
talk
have to
about...
cure this is why I'm taking mushrooms at night to try to cure myself, and it's not working. So yeah, I've been upping my dose more and more, and so maybe I'll rub poison ivy all over myself. Maybe who knows what I'll do, but
I've
we
been
will
taking
cure
Bocapa
ourselves.
Monterey. It's been improving my working memory.
What's that?
It's like being able to remember somebody's name
Oh,
10
I've been
minutes after
taking
you
it
told
too.
them. Yeah.
Bacopa.
Bacopa.
Okay, yeah. So I've been taking it as well, and it's not cured me yet.
Well, it takes a while to build up. It takes like a month.
Oh, okay. I actually haven't been taking it recently.
But you need to take it consistently for like a month before you start noticing anything.
Interesting. So shout out to Onnit. Shout out to Aubrey Marcus. We got to get some of that alpha brain because that's got the Bacopa in it, and
It's got Bacopa. Well, does it have enough
I need
Bacopa?
to get back onto the cycle.
A lot of times they put Bacopa in it, but they don't have enough of it in there. Like they'll have like 200 milligrams or something. I think you're supposed to take like 500 milligrams.
Per day?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I do, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. But yeah, we should talk about like why there's all this poison ivy everywhere.
That I couldn't really. I mean, it's got to be due to climate change because my initial assumption was that it was a invasive, non-native plant.
Well, apparently
isn't the case.
it is native and it is invasive, but it's not in the way that we think about it. It's like it occupies disturbed areas. So it's natural for it to take over an area. It's just how often it takes over areas is unnatural because we're keeping areas in an artificial state of disturbance.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
And then combined with there being more extra carbon in the atmosphere, apparently this is what I heard. I don't know how accurate this is.
It makes sense that it's due to human.
Yeah, but
things.
Apparently there being more carbon in the atmosphere these days allows the plant to get bigger.
Yeah, because you'll see it in Massachusetts, like a field where it's just everywhere, and you'll see at parts where it starts to be the vine like becomes like a tree, and then at other parts it grows like a vine around trees, and it just takes over the landscape.
Yeah, it's because the landscape is held in an artificial state of like disturbance.
Yeah. And it's because they're not raking the forest.
I don't know if that's why.
I heard the president say that we need to rake the forest floor like your yard. I assume he's right.
You know, the president's cool and all. I think that he should stay in his lane sometimes.
Man, because I've been out here with the fucking rake nonstop.
You don't need to rake this forest floor.
I've been raking, guys, 20 hours a week, raking. Look
how this is how thick the
I've made no progress.
There's like nothing on this forest floor because it's all eaten by like bugs and stuff. It's like it breaks down so fast.
Man, that's the last time I'm listening to the presidential council.
I don't think you should listen to Trump's advice. I don't think, like, if he gives advice, I don't think that you should take it. But I mean, like, if he says we're going to do this thing and it's going to be beautiful, it's going to be big, it's going to be great, it probably will be. But when he gives advice, it's not normally good.
But I shouldn't spend all my free time raking the forest floor.
No. And I don't think that anybody should ever rake any forest floor ever. Like, I don't know why anybody would do that, honestly.
I got some wrong information then.
Like, prescribed burns is good. Using like livestock in the forest, like sheep and pigs.
And goats.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, real quick, sorry to interrupt.
Strategically.
That's something they use in Massachusetts to get rid of the poison ivy.
That's great.
There's literally these services where they'll come, put a big fence around your property, and just unload a truckload of goats. And within like one day, the goats will eat all the poison ivy.
I wonder, you know what would be real interesting? If you could drink the goat milk from those goats and use that as like a...
Oh God, thank God goats have milk. I forgot. I thought you were about to say drink the goat's piss.
No, drink the goat's milk and see if that like helps prevent you from actually getting sick when you mess with the poison ivy.
Interesting. So, perhaps next time I go home, I'll drink a bunch of goat's milk, eat a bunch of impatient flowers.
Well, drink goat's milk from the goats that have been eating that stuff.
Right, and then I'll lay in the field of ivy.
It might also just be toxic. The goat's milk might be toxic if that's what they do. It might be toxic. It might help you. It might not do anything. But it would be cool. Know. Because like the reason my family is likely immune or partially immune to malaria is because my family's been in the South for a very long time. And ever since malaria was a huge issue, and actually several generations, like 10 generations, maybe not 10, like 5 generations of my family were in the malarial part of the South while it was malarial.
I know we've touched upon this before, but how do they get rid of the malaria? But they
I don't know.
can't get rid of it in other places.
I don't know how they got rid of the malaria, but I know that my family is partially immune, likely partially immune, because
You know that they're likely partially immune.
yes, because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to survive. Because like half of Europeans who would get off the boat would like die immediately, but then their kids wouldn't die. It's not like their kids would die of malaria, and it's because they would
Interesting.
pass on their immunities through their breast milk to their kids. And so maybe the goats can pass on their immunity through their breast milk to us.
All right, so yeah, try it out, people. Let us know if you have a goat. Give it some poison ivy to eat, and then drink the milk and see what happens. But in general, that is actually one of the best ways to get rid of a poison ivy infestation. Is just let goats loose, and it's probably a good way to get rid of any invasive plant, honestly.
Yeah. And you know, except unless it's Manchinell tree.
Lucas, you always want to talk about another plant related to the plant we're talking about.
Well, this Manchinell tree,
I can't wait till next week's episode with the bloodletting ceremony.
the plant, the only animal that can actually eat that one is Galapagos tortoise. So
Ooh.
yeah, all the other ones get sick.
So
And,
maybe we'll eat a Galapagos tortoise, and then we'll go on down there and.
or drink Galapagos tortoise milk.
Tortoises make milk?
No, they don't.
Lucas, you sick freak.
If they did, I would drink it though.
But catch us in the Galapagos. We'll be going on a guided tour. We'll be offering a tour to the Galapagos soon, where we'll be going to hunt and eat the endangered Galapagos tortoise.
Is it endangered? Endangered?
I don't know.
We should go to the Galapagos though. They speak Spanish there. I could be our guide.
Yeah. Anyway, you have anything else to touch upon for the day, Lucas? Because it's the summertime, the sun, the heat,
I don't.
the levels of potassium within my
Except
blood.
the
and body.
Manchinell tree, it grows 4 stories tall. It's beautiful.
That's it. Fuck it, Lucas. You fucking motherfucker.
Oh,